guys, it's your girl T. In my last video, I asked you all what was your favorite talk show in the past or present. And these are some of the comments that you guys left on the video. So I think my favorite talk show has to come from the past. I was a 90s kid, so I grew up with Montel Williams, Jenny Jones. But I think out of all of them, Richard Bey. I don't know if anybody else remembers watching the Richard Bey show, but that was one of my favorite talk shows as a kid. So anyways, I want to go ahead and shout out Nicole Hyatt. Nicole Hyatt sent me this story. It's coming out of Pennsylvania, and it's a feel-good story. So if you guys have not heard, there's a 15-year-old kid named Temar Boggs. Temar Boggs and his friend, Chris Garcia, basically saved a 5-year-old girl's life. What happened is that a 5-year-old girl named Jocelyn Rojas had went missing in the neighborhood. There was an Amber Alert. The neighborhood was shut down. Everybody was looking for this little girl. Police officers came to ask Temar and his friend had they seen Jocelyn, and at that point they hadn't. So him and his friend decided to ride around the neighborhood and look for any suspicious activity. Well, they found a car that they didn't recognize in their neighborhood, and they decided to follow that car on bicycle. Well, the pedophile who had kidnapped Jocelyn got nervous and basically ended up stopping the car and throwing the little girl out of the car, and the little girl went running into Tamar's arms. Temar and Chris Garcia are heroes, and what they did was a miracle. I'm so glad they were able to spring into action once they found out that this little girl was missing. If it was not for Temar and Chris, Lord knows what could have happened to this child. So a lot of people are giving these boys props, a lot of people giving them praises, but then you have the haters. Here goes some crazy messages that people are leaving on the video when it comes to these two young men. Those are just a few of the haters, but for the most part, people are really happy that these boys stepped up and that they saved this young girl's life. I say stop comparing this kid to Trayvon Martin. This has nothing to do with the whole Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman situation. Give these kids their props. And another thing that you guys may not be aware of, on Indiegogo, I think that's it, but I'll put the link down below. There's basically a donation pot for Temar and Chris Garcia, and it's for them to go to college. I also will be donating money to this pot as well. You know, I would love to see them go to a good school and, you know, get a good education and everything else. And just the fact that I love the fact that these two kids were selfless. They decided to put themselves in possible harm's way to save another child, and I think they deserve all of that money. As of yesterday, I think the pot was at like $5,000. It's probably even higher today, but they definitely deserve every penny. So I will post a link down below, and if you guys feel the need to donate, feel free to donate. So anyways, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the entire situation. All right, deuces.
So the question of the day is, have you ever done something heroic or been saved by a hero? Make sure to leave a comment, rate, subscribe, and share the video.